Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now, today I'm going to talk about shopping online. Well, thrift shopping online because I wanted to challenge myself and see if I could mine um, thrift store clothes. In the Philippines, it's called ukay-ukay, where it's basically a thrift store. Okay, and most of the time for ukay-ukays, it's clothing. Okay, HMR is a balance of clothing and household items, and it's more akin to like a Salvos in Australia, or I think Goodwill also has furniture and whatnot in the United States. Not unlike Buffalo Exchange, where it's more clothing as well, but also thrifted or secondhand clothing. But I believe Goodwill has secondhand clothing also. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. But I try to. The reason why I avoid shopping online is because the sizing, I often get the sizing wrong. I know my size, I know what fits me, but it's so much better if you actually see the clothing, maybe try it on if there is a fitting room, but usually thrift stores don't have that. Okay, they do. Um, and then it because HMR does not have a fitting room. It's like you buy it, but if I don't need to fit because I know my size, I don't need to fit clothing. I can usually gauge if something's gonna fit me or not. And usually my criteria, if it's for bottoms, is it stretchy enough? At the same time, I look at the tag size. So that's what I base it on, especially if I'm buying clothes that are from the United States or from the UK. I always base it on the tag size because I know what my tag size is. Now, my latest obsession, and that is Stevie meowing in the background. Um, my latest obsession is corduroy pants. So I decided to challenge myself because HMR does have a great selection of pants, but corduroy is few and far between, and my size is few and far between. So I said, why don't I try online thrift store shopping? Um, and why don't I? Because I don't also have access to ukay-ukays here where I live. So I would have to travel quite far just to get there. And, so I said, okay, so let's try online, despite my reservations of sizing. Okay, let's take note of that because I have made some mistakes. So I said, okay, so my goal is to find corduroy pants that one would fit me, two look good, and three hopefully are branded. Because usually with thrift store shopping or ukay-ukays, they do get branded clothing, and I lucked out, and you'll see. So I decided to use the app Shopee. This is not sponsored in any way by them. I wish, but this is not sponsored. It's just the easiest app that I can access that makes checkout so much easier for me. So there are 4 shops that I found at Shopee that do sell corduroy pants specifically. So, but they sell other items of clothing also, but I focused on corduroy pants. So the 4 are Very Bad Clothing, Bella Bew Boutique, J. and Alex 10, and Abby Estacio. Okay, so those are the 4 that I tried out. Their pricing differs. Some are 100 pesos, some are 250 pesos to 200. I think the most expensive is 260 pesos, but nothing above that. I get the feeling that if I were to go to an ukay-ukay, it would have been much cheaper. But then I realized that gas stole the actually physically getting there and risking the fact that it's still a pandemic. So that's still kind of, so I usually, if I do go out, I usually just go to specific places near, I hardly change my routine, so that I try to keep safe that way if I do have to go out. So anyway, so here are the corduroy pants that I bought. And I will show you, because the reason why I decided to do this video now is because my last order came in. So this is from Very Bad Clothing. And we are going to check out these pants. I don't know yet. I haven't opened it. So I don't know yet. I already know the pants inside, but I haven't seen them yet besides just the pictures online. And let's see. Very Bad Clothing actually is really good with the sizing. Not only does she measure the waist, but she also looks at the tag size. That is the most important. And my frustration with the other boutiques, with the other shops, is that they measure the waistband, which is basically what they do is they measure from here to here, laying the measuring tape flat. And then, so if, for example, if from here to here is 15 inches, then all around it's 30 inches. So it's a 30-inch waist. But my frustration is that they don't bother looking at like this tag size right there. This is very important. And they should show that. And I appreciate that for Very Bad Clothing, because she adds that. Like she says, waist size is this, but tag size says 2 or US 2 or 16, like this one. So that for me, because if you've gone shopping before and you are, pants are difficult to shop for, no matter your size. Why? Because the brands have different sizing. It's like a size 12 in one brand is not the same size 12 in another brand, and so on and so forth. So even if you do know your size, it's still like you still have to either try it on or measure, or at least, bring it to your waist to see if the size, to see if it matches. And there is still that magical thing that people do. I don't know if they do it in your country, but here in the Philippines, what we do is we take the waistband and then we wrap it around our necks. And if it could go around your neck, you're pretty sure that it could fit your waist. That's I don't know if you do it in your country, but in the Philippines, that's what we do to check if like pants will fit. But if you are like me, who is bountiful in the hips, butt, and thighs area, it's not enough to just go like that. Because, you have to see if the pants themselves fit your bountiful bottom. So, again, that was my frustration with other boutiques or other shops, because they did not do the sizing right. Okay. Even the measurement of the waistline, some of them got it wrong. And that's where my mistakes come in. But I will also share with you my solutions to those mistakes. So I will show you the pants just quickly, the things that I got. So you already saw this one. I already wore it, actually. That's why it's wrinkled. It needs a wash. But this is from Very Bad Clothing. It's Liz Claiborne. Okay, I love it because look at that detail right there. And then I already showed you, there's the tag. Okay, Liz Claiborne, size 16. It is 99% cotton, 2% spandex, made in Bangladesh. So it's a straight cut pant. But what I like is the color. It's reading well on camera. But the color is amazing. It's like this burnt brick pink that is very rare in corduroy pants. I love colorful. If you follow my Instagram, which I will link down below, by the way, I do flat lays of my outfits of the day, and I love a pop of color. And when you see this kind of color in corduroy, you have to get it. You do. And I got this for 260 pesos. and it fits like a glove. It's so beautiful. It has a great stretch, and it's perfect with sneakers. It's very soft, very stretchy. Although someone once told me that real corduroy does not have stretch. It's thick, it's heavy, and if it's vintage, it's thick, it's heavy, and it does not have stretch. So I guess not vintage, but old enough. I mean, and plus a lot of these are pre-loved. They are, but a lot of them still have their tags. So I'm like, And then this one I got from Bella View Boutique. She also gets the sizing right, but she gets it the waistband. She gets it right. She doesn't show the sizing of the tag, but I do appreciate it when thrift stores do show the sizing of the tag. This is from Goodwill, right there. The tag is still there. They were selling it for $6.99 at Goodwill. I got this for about 100, if I'm right, around 150, 200 pesos. And this is Gloria Vanderbilt. Okay, and it's a size 16. And the thing is, I always err on the side of bigger because you could always just wear a belt around it. I don't usually buy my regular size when it's like thrifting or online, especially online. I always go a size bigger because so many mistakes have been made by me just buying my regular size because you can't tell. You can't really tell because the sizing is really different unless you see the clothes in person. So I love this because there's a pattern. See right there? It's a dark blue, but it has like black flowers. Actually, this is not corduroy. It's not. It's actually velvet. It's elastic. It has an elastic. Let me see. Okay, so it's cotton and polyester and spandex. Okay, but it does have like that sort of looks like that velvet kind of because I also learned from glitter and lasers that velvet does not stretch either. So, but it's not corduroy. It's like embossed fabric. It's like a velvety kind of pattern, floral pattern that I really like. So, even if it's not corduroy, I'm like, I will still buy it because it's my type of pant. And most of these are straight cut, which I don't mind. There are also flares here. Flared, but I love myself a flared pant because it balances out the juicy thighs that I have. So this is also still from Bella Boutique. These are, I know these are branded, but the brand, here, Hagar. Yeah, Hagar, right there. These are men's corduroys, but, I mean, come on. They're pretty. Chocolate brown color. And it pretty much is a wide leg pant on me. So I'm like, I don't mind. And then what I love about it is that it has like this elastic detail right here that, when you wear it, it molds to the size of your natural waist. So I'm like, yes, please. It's nice and it's not so much of a stretch, but the corduroy is fine, very fine corduroy, which I do enjoy and I will definitely wear with a blouse. This would look so good with like a dainty blouse because it's such a masculine cut. So I would pair it with like a very dainty feminine blouse. Now, next one is also from Bella View Boutique. St. John's Bay, right there. I believe I've seen this brand before. This is, wow, it's made in Bahrain. A lot of these are either made in Bangladesh or made in, this one is made in Bangladesh. Yeah, a lot of them are either made in Bangladesh, Vietnam, uh, which I do also appreciate because I like seeing clothes that are also made from other countries too. So yeah, so this is made in Bahrain, and it is a beautiful plum color. It is it's a wide leg pant, and I love the signature detail right here on the back pocket right there. So when I saw the size, it's a 20W, but actually it's smaller than a 20W. But I like when it says W because it means wide, meaning my hips will fit. And this is actually a little big for me, but I don't mind because, again, that's what belts are for. And I will, tuck in your blouse or your top and then wear a belt. Done. Easy peasy. And the magical thing about this is the length from my hip to my ankles. Perfect. None of these pants are too long for me, and I'm 5'3", so I'm on the shorter side of average, and so pant length is also a challenge for me because I usually buy like short. It needs to say short on the pant, or regular. I can buy regular as well because that means I could wear a bit of a heel and the pant would still, fit me properly. It's not going to drag on the ground. But I do have made mistakes before where I bought pants that are too long for me. And then, so this, actually, I still from Bella View Boutique. This is Lee, from the brand Lee. Okay. I was so surprised when I saw this. I was like, oh my god. It looks black. Yeah, it is black. But it's almost like a darker side of coffee. Not necessarily like black, because I have several here that are black. And then this is it's stretch. It has stretch. So it's from Goodwill as well. The tag is there. And they were selling it for $5.99. But I got it for 160 pesos. 180 pesos. So not bad. I mean, I think I have capped my corduroy pant obsession. I have, successfully fed the obsession enough. Here is another one. This one is one of the flares that I got. This one is in black. It is Chadwick's, the brand Chadwick's. These are all US brands. It's also from Goodwill. Right here. So there you go. It was being sold for $9.99, $10. About 500 pesos here. But I got it for 150 as well. I feel like these these boutiques, when they go, because when you are lucky and you go to a thrift store, ukay, sometimes you get like pants like this for 25 pesos or 50 pesos. If you like to watch like someone's escapades on going to ukays or thrift store shopping here in the Philippines, go subscribe to Shira Luna. She is on YouTube as well, and she shows her thrift store finds. She's more into vintage, and I think part of my corduroy obsession stems from watching her, because just so many beautiful corduroy pants that she found at various thrift stores and ukays, not only here in the Philippines, but also like in Australia, in the United States, and whatnot. So I'm living vicariously. That's what I'm doing. Now, as a difference, this is blue. It's a great navy blue color. It is Basics edition. Basics. right there. Is that a Benetton brand? This is also made in Bangladesh. Basic. Kmart. Oh, okay, Kmart. Yeah. I've always wanted to buy. See, tag's still on. Hmm. Meaning it was never worn. It was donated as is. So it's probably someone bought it. It sat in their closet forever and they never wore it. And then they donated it to Goodwill and you know, and then it eventually ended up in the Philippines. That's what happens. Actually, the clothes that you donate at Goodwill, a lot of them either end up in Africa or the Philippines or Vietnam or, name a third world country. And it probably ends up there to be resold the way it is being done here. So, I don't mind. It still can be worn and the clothing is really beautiful. So another one I got from Bella Boutique. I got like 8 pants from there because they were only in the range of like 150 to 160 pesos. So, and a lot of them, actually all of them are branded. This one is from Nicole, right there. I think it's a Nicole Richie. Nicole Miller. Yeah, it says Nicole Miller. And then if you notice, look, notice, it's size 12, right? Size 12. The ones I've been showing you are like 16 and yeah, mostly 16s. This size 12 fits me. So it's kind of that. The sizing is so weird that you really have to not trust the size of the pant, like thinking, oh, it's my size, it's gonna fit. No. Because a lot of them size up, but it is not true to, like, that's why I finally realized, like a lot of YouTubers would say, true to size. So meaning if you buy a 12, if you're a size 12, it's gonna fit you because it's true to size 12. But from my experience, a lot of the pants are not true to size. You really have to fit them. And what I love about these is the detail on the pocket. They usually sneak in the details in the pocket. So this embroidery detail that looks like a face, it reminds me of someone, a cartoon, but I forget the title, but I see his face, the cartoon character in my mind. This is a flare, so I'm happy about that. I do love a flare. I feel like corduroy flares. Corduroy works well with a flare style pant because they are, I don't know, the style, it's really good. Now, this is the last one I got from Bella Boutique. Diane Gilman, right there. It is a size 18, but this is not corduroy. It's more like a velvety type of fabric. You can see it's different from the rest of them, but I don't mind. I mean, it's a great like dusty blue color, almost has a gray tinge to it, and it is almost like a skinny, actually, not a straight. But I love it. It's so soft, and I can't wait to wear it. Okay. And then sometimes, you get like pants with like, of course, rips in them, but I can just sew that up and, it's not even you're not even gonna notice it afterwards, after sewing it up. So, before, when my clothes would get like rips, I would have like a really wasteful attitude of just throwing it away. And then I realized, oh my God, why can't I just like fix them and wear them until they can't be worn anymore? And then that's when you either, I usually make rags out of them. I cut them up and make rags. And then when the rags are no longer usable, that's when they are thrown away. So, I really learned that lesson. Okay? Because really, clothes last years in dumps. So please, if you could donate them, resell them, find another use for them, but as much as possible, try not to throw them away on impulse. Okay. Now this one came from Very Bad Clothing. Again, I appreciate her boutique because she tells you the size on the tag right there. You really see it. And then this is from the brand Jones, New York. Their signature woman right there. So Neiman Marcus, I think, carries Jones. If I'm right. Yeah, it's a branded pant. And this is like one of the black ones that is like a straight cut, but it's wide enough that it looks like a wide leg, and it looks really good when it's on. And then, you wear it with a blouse, although it has a lot of cat hair now because my cats are like, ooh, soft sleep. Okay, now, before we open my package, I want to show you my mistakes. The ones that are, that I bought from these boutiques. Usually, the ones that I made a mistake on are from J. Ann Alexton and Abby Estacio, because their sizing is very wrong. Yes, they do measure the waist, but they don't look at the tag size, so it's difficult to gauge if it's gonna fit you or not, especially if you are of a bigger size. This one is from Bella View Boutique, but I know I wasn't gonna fit in this. I know I wasn't, but I bought it anyway because it's Ralph Lauren. There you go. I love the brand Ralph Lauren, but of course it's very expensive. There you go. And I dream of buying things from Ralph Lauren one day, but it's really super expensive. So this doesn't fit. Actually, the only part that doesn't fit is the waistline, but the rest of the pant fits. So I'm like, but my solution, which is going to be, as I show you my mistakes, is that I'm gonna have, especially for the smaller ones, I'm gonna have a panel put in on the sides of the pants right here, to essentially give them the extra inches needed so that I could wear them. It's been done before. It's been done a lot. I know some of you are going to be cringing because this is a Ralph Lauren pant, and I'm going to be putting a panel on the side, which essentially ruins the pant, right? It ruins the value of the pant because, it's not going to be original Ralph Lauren anymore. But I really want to wear it. I really want to wear it. I love it. It's a great cocoa color. So I'm like, I'm sorry, Ralph Lauren. I apologize for desecrating your brand by putting a panel. I might just, for this one, maybe, I might just have panels put here on the waist because the rest of the pant fits. It's just the waist band that doesn't fit. So I might just have the panel put up to here maybe so that it could fit. We'll see. I will talk to my tailor about it and see like what is the best practice when it comes to this one. But at the end of the day, panels will be put in, and yes, I know that Ralph Lauren will not be watching this video, but I do apologize for ruining your corduroy pants, but it's not in my size, but I really love your brand. Although I have heard, because I listen to the Fashion Victims podcast, and I also watch Hot Lamode on YouTube. Please go and follow him. He's awesome. Luke Mar is, I want to work hard and become successful enough to put together a closet that Luke Mar would deign to review. Yeah, that's weird. I have weird goals now. But anyway, moving on. This one is from Tilt. Okay, one of my mistakes. It's a great color, though. It's such a great color. It's like this maroon red, like deep, 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 deep red. Okay, and it's a flare. I couldn't resist. I knew it wasn't gonna fit me either. This is from Very Bad Clothing because it's an 11 long. Um, it's made in Macau. Look at that. And then it has like, the enclosure is a tie, but it does have a button. So I might, again, panels will be put in on the sides. And then I might have this just become a zipper. I will keep the studs, the holes, but I will have the tie removed and then make it a zipper here in the middle. For my modesty's sake. For my, for just, I just want to feel safe while wearing this so that it doesn't come undone. Okay? Because you have to really remove the entire thing to get the pants out. So I figured if it were just a zipper, because it's very easy to just put a zipper inside here, inside, all the way inside, and then it zips. So I love it. I love the color. I really do. It's like this really bright red, blood red color that is almost like a jewel tone, actually. So yeah, so that's one of my mistakes. No, actually, it's intentional because I tried it. I thought it might fit, but it didn't. So I'm like, panels. All right. So this one is from J and Abby Estachio. Okay. It's from Ideology. Okay. And it's a bootleg. But again, she did not look at the tag size, which is a 10. Okay. She just measured this. And even with the measurements that she put, it doesn't match the size of the pant. So this is really like, this is probably just a 28, a size 28. If you're going for like the regular pant size, this is 28 or 27. So again, panels will be put in. I thought of reselling this on my carousel app, but I love the design. It's also one of those like velvety floral designs, like the Gloria Vanderbilt one. So I said, hey, you know what? It's branded. It's Ideology. I'm gonna have panels put it. So because that's really the great thing about thrifting is that you get it at such a low price that you can have it tailored and it would still be reasonably priced. Okay. Now we're gonna move on to J and Alex 10, the shop. I don't know what's going on with her sizing. She doesn't know what sizing is, I think, because I bought all of these pants are really, really small for me. So panels definitely will be put in. But I love the color. This is like a great purple color. It's a skinny. It's from, again, Liz Claiborne. So I'm not mad about that. But yes, mistake, big mistake. So we will be putting a panel. And then coming from her shop as well, because the colors, I love the colors, that's why. This is orange, a great orange from Gap. Okay, and you can already see, look, why didn't she mention the tag sizing? Okay, it's a 29 inches, and yet on her website it says 32 to 33 inches. So it's a 29. Okay, it's a T, it's an 8. Okay, it's an 8 size 8, it's really small for, especially for me, because I usually buy a 12, a 14, sometimes a 16. It depends on the pant. But this is a sexy boyfriend style. It's from their 1969 collection. So again, panels will be put in. I hate to ruin the pant, but my plan is to go to the fabric store, look for a corduroy of a complementary color to all of these. I will buy a couple of yards and then I'll have my tailor put in the panels. Depending on the size of the pant, the width of the panel will be. So I'm hoping I find a floral stretch corduroy. Well, it's not going to be corduroy if it's stretch, but yes, a floral stretch corduroy that have complementary colors to these pants that I bought that I'm going to have tailored. So that it will still look like it was originally part of the pant. That's the plan. If I do not find a corduroy, I will find a stretched fabric that is thick and sturdy and also hopefully in a floral pattern. I'm thinking of like a 60s or 70s floral pattern, those big bright colors in the floral. Big florals, not like the tiny florals because that would look cheap in what I plan. But if it's like the big bright florals, it would match the style of the pant, which is, corduroy is what, 70s style, 60s style, late 60s. So kind of, I still want to go with that vibe for the pants. And then last but not least is from Ann Taylor Loft. It's also, because all of these are branded, so I feel bad just reselling them. I want to wear them. Again, she did not look at the size. Look, size 30, okay, 10. And yet, on her boutique, it says on her website, on her Shopee shop, it says it is a 32, 33, 33, 34. So I'm like, no. But it is kind of, it's a cream color corduroy. It has a bit of a stretch to it, and it's Ann Taylor Loft. So I'm like, okay, panels for you too. So yes, so those are my mistakes. Based on average, I get it right more than I get it wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 that I got wrong, and then 2 that I intentionally got wrong, only because one, I love the color, and the other one is Ralph Lauren. So I'm like, yeah, you're coming home with me. Oh my god. I still feel nervous desecrating Ralph Lauren corduroy pants, but I will show you the finished product after I visit the tailor. But okay, so it's time to open Very Bad Clothing. The order that I got from her. Okay. Ooh, I'm already seeing the light gray corduroy that I have been eyeing from her shop. So I really do appreciate that she looks at the size, the tag sizes, because that is very, very helpful. Okay, so this is Alfred Dunner. 14. It's a size 14. It is very faded already. The tag's very faded, but it's still pretty gray corduroy. I do love a gray color, and it has that my favorite addition to pants, which is an elastic at the waist. So, and then it is wide enough. I haven't tried these yet. I will try them on. Wow, I think this is like the original corduroy. There's no stretch. None. Because like with this, this has stretch. See? See? This has none. This is actual corduroy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah. Woohoo! Lucked out on that one. Yep. It's so faded. I can't. Made in Switzerland. Nice. That's wow. I've never had anything made in Switzerland before. That's interesting. Okay, so I'm happy. I'm definitely happy with these pants. You know, I have to try them on to see if they actually fit, but I feel like they will fit. You know, the sizing looks like it might fit. We'll see. I'll try it on and we'll see the fit. If not, again, panels. Okay. Now, here are the other two. Okay, so here's the other one. It's in a black as well. It is LL Bean. Okay, it's an LL Bean, size 14. This is made in Hong Kong. It's 100% cotton. Interesting. Okay, so here it is. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna fit. Oh, and it's, yeah, it doesn't have a stretch. It doesn't have stretch to it. Okay, so I feel like these are the authentic corduroy. Oh my god, I'm so happy. I'm really happy. Okay, so I've never had LL Bean before. So it's like a straight cut pant. It's nice and heavy. It's like a substantial pant, which I really love. They don't make it this way anymore. They don't. They don't make it this way either. So I am so happy about these purchases. I will have to. I mean, jury's still out because I haven't tried them on. I just opened this now because I usually try them on first. This is an Alfred Dunner as well, from the same style as this one. Yes. Yeah. Okay, so made in Switzerland as well. Oh no, this one's made in Cambodia. Okay, yeah. And then this one is made in Switzerland. Yes. Yes. It's faded, but it's made in Switzerland. Okay, so this one is made in Cambodia. It's 85% polyester and 15% nylon. Okay, so this one has the elastic all around the waist, not just at the back. I appreciate that. We curvy girls appreciate a good elastic pant, and it's a wide leg, I believe. Yeah. Yep. Ooh, we'll try that on. And what I love, I do Very Bad Clothing. For me, like of the four, Very Bad Clothing has the best selections. But what I love about her is that she sends freebies as well. And this is the freebie that she sent me. I did not buy this. She just sent it to me. All of my orders from her, whether it's just one pant or more, there's always a freebie. And this is from the brand Soulberry. It is a knit sweater, sweater vest, but it is like lined with Sherpa inside. Come on, tropical country. We're in the middle of summer. How are we? Hello, but it's beautiful. Look at that. Look at the detail. Look at that detailed buttons. That, that knitting. It is a large. This is made in China, but it is Japanese writing. So I have a feeling that Soulberry is a Japanese brand. I'm not familiar with the brand, but it's great. once it gets cooler in the Philippines, again, it's not anymore. I can't wear this now, or else I'm gonna self combust. People are gonna be like, oh my, what is she thinking, right? But I do appreciate it. Thank you so much for the freebies. Um, and I will cherish this. I will care for it and cherish it. And yeah, hopefully I get to go to a really cold country and wear it. Or wait until the Philippines is no longer in its summer months. And, okay, so that is my adventures in online thrifting, which, yeah, I just decided to focus on corduroys. I'm not going to look for anything else. I'm done online thrift store shopping. I do not want to risk making more mistakes than I already have in terms of sizing. Because, I feel bad. Because if I can't wear it, it makes me feel bad. So I want to be able to. So I'm going to keep you posted on the panels that I'm going to put. And hopefully lightning does not strike me when I go to my tailor and suggest that he desecrate a Ralph Lauren corduroy pant. The rest could be, but the rest are also all very, very nice. So I am very happy with my haul. This is my corduroy haul. This is going to be my, this is it for corduroy pants. I think I found, unless it's like a really, 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 really awesome color. Like if I find a green, if I find a green or a yellow, those colors, or like a pink. The colors that I don't have here yet, if I do find those, maybe I'll buy them. But right now I'm happy with my haul, with the pants that I bought, and I'm gonna wear the heck out of them. It's gonna be a corduroy summer for me. So thank you so much for joining me today. This is different from what I usually do in terms of hauls, because usually I just go to HMR and do a haul. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up down below. If you do like corduroy, give me your brand suggestions in terms of corduroy as well. What do you wear corduroy? Do you like corduroy? Let me know in the comment section. And, if you're new here, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that you don't miss a single episode. So thank you so much for joining me. Bye!